things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Utep Miners, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Miners will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll try the run. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Karapateas.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. Creates a little space. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Slide 22. Slide 22.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
Come on, set.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Karapateas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Gives it on the option. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
It's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. That might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires on the move. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Utep! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The offense changing the play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Wade. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like, a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Quick completion on the out route. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Out routes are very much about timing. That it's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
The give on the inside. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Miners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his target down the middle. Got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Utep. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jensen.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here's the give off the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Utep has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He wants to change this route. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Touchdown, Mountaineer! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Wade. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They'll move the wide receiver. Rides to back and leads it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Miners look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Wade. Caught over the middle, it's Hendricks. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, the give, looking for room.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up.
Touchdown, Miners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Making side adjustments here. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble and throws. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll throw on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Karapateas. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Here's the pressure. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, West Virginia. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Wade. Here's a heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human. For one play, he has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Throws to the tight end. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
I love the coverage in the back end by the secondary. That DB was glued to the wide receiver, staying right behind him. He was able to locate the ball and get his paw out there to knock it down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Utep.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Hendricks. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Utep.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. On the ground, it's Hendricks. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious. And
oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Wade. That's reeled in. It's Sharp. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Miners want to pick up the tempo. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Miners will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Time to take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun. He leaves it with the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. It's complete on the right side. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Firing to the right, complete. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, you already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Rutgers is just getting blown off the field right now there in Jersey, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Minnesota. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's the handoff. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Miners need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
From the gun, the ground game. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Barrels ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the...
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And that one will give them the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Wade. Makes the catch. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quick completion on the out. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Miners moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air.
Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utep.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
West Virginia.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, running back on the move. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
The give from the gun, fighting off the defender. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
West Virginia.
The Mountaineers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback making checks. Handoff to the single back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They want to throw it. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And they go back on top. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. San Diego State is putting on an offensive clinic. They built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 18 over Central Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Utep has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Wade. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Miners will have it first and 10. They just keep firing. Rush is on him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turn.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it down the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's all the way into the three. An electric one has them set up.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
42, Spider. Corner, where'd he go?
Trying to pound it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. And this offense gets a little bit of help from the defense, and they are this close to getting it into the end zone. 3rd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To throw, it's Wade. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. It's a running room. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Under fire. Touchdown, Utep. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.